Well, hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading. This is for the month of September. We are going to do a general reading, a love reading, and a spiritual reading. They will be timestamped in the description box below in case you want to go straight there or come back and look at something later. Let's do your general reading first and see what we have. So your first card, Aquarius, is Damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance and inspires you to rely on yourself. The first thing I'm getting from this is no blaming others. You can't. Even if you try now or if you have in the past, it's not going to work anymore. Like no pity parties. They will not work. And then we have Victory and Goddess of the Moon. Light, which is the sun, Triumph, which is the Chariot, and the Crown Chakra, which is the Crown Chakra. Okay. Yeah, Aquarius, you're in the limelight right now, However things go or how they turn out is really because of a choice you made or decision you made from here on out. From September on out, it's the decision you made. It's not because of, you can't blame the situation. You can't blame a person. You can't blame an event, whatever it is. It was, you had a decision to make at a point. I'm feeling like September, July, August. You had a decision to make. You had time to make that decision. And now it's like, did you make the right decision or did you not? Did you choose to back down or did you choose to push forward? It's really up to you at this point. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like there was a challenge and there was a decision and your victory is based on that decision. Okay. Yeah, very much in these cards, it's like you were set up for success, but it just depends on what direction you choose to go in. Like where are you going to put that dedication and that effort and where are you not? All right, let's see what we got for you, Aquarius, for September. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, King of Coins, Four of Coins, the Sun, the Hermit, Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, Hangman. Just because they're in the reverse, I might not read them in reverse, just so you know. I just pull the cards out. Yeah, this is like waiting. Not waiting. This is like you not wanting to make decisions, Aquarius. And you're like, well, if it goes this way, then that's fine. If it goes this way, then that's good too. I'm just going to go with whatever happens. But in September, you definitely need to like move in a direction. Like you have to choose something, is what I'm seeing. So I see you struggling with holding on to what was instead of moving forward. And it's stagnating you in a lot of different ways. You have been told by someone, maybe an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but you have been told by someone that you need to make some sort of changes in your life. It's like you're trying to hold on to something that is damaged. It reminds me like when a man is starting to go bald and they won't cut their hair. It's like that. It's like you're trying to hold on to something that's already gone, or that is already, that you need to move on from. But I feel like you're starting to notice it, or it's really going to hit you in September because you're going to start to feel disconnected. It's almost like no one is listening to you, or everything you say, nobody understands. It's just you. that's usually a red flag, that maybe you need to look into something a little bit deeper. And I feel like that's what's coming out here. It's like nobody understands me. Nobody is seeing my point of view. But really, you need some clarity. Okay. I do feel that somebody is coming at you very confidently. And I feel like that's making you nervous, kind of like an attack almost, because they're coming at you with this confidence, or maybe like they know everything and you're feeling like, oh, so you're telling me that I don't know anything. But that's not really what's happening. Yeah, they just want the best for you. And it's interesting because I feel like you know that they want the best for you too, Aquarius. But why are you feeling this way? Probably ego. Yeah, being afraid of going in a direction that's going to lead you nowhere, wasting your time and energy. But somebody wants you to make better choices. It's like they're almost begging you to make better choices. And it's almost like they feel like it impacts them. You making negative choices impacts them in some way, they feel. Interesting. So yeah, this whole row is about you evaluating your willpower, your direction, what you're choosing to go forward in, what you believe, how you're acting, what your next steps are, what your focus is. Because it's like you're holding on to something that's corrupted, that you need to let go of, that you need to move on from. But at one point, it did serve you in a way where it gave you security, but now it's not, Yeah, you're holding on too tightly, which is causing an energy shift because you're holding on too tightly. That's why I said, like, it's like this is like the final, you need to make this decision. You need to make this move. Yeah. But you're so apprehensive. You won't find success if you don't. Yeah. If you don't, you won't have it. Okay. Yeah, there's a warning here for you, Aquarius, that you're getting more and more disconnected from like reality. And because it's so much easier to stay in your own head or like create your own beliefs. The problem is it's not really good for you. It's not really nurturing to you. It's not really helpful. It actually is self-avoidance of what needs to be done. Okay. And something new needs to happen. There's new adventures out there, and new possibilities, and a new direction for you, but you need to be able to embrace that. Okay. All right, let's get into your love life. Okay, Aquarius, in love, we have Engineer in reverse, and this is reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Romantic feelings, religious factors, sadness and isolation. Yeah. Healing begins and blossom. Aquarius, why are you cutting yourself off? It's like you're shutting yourself down on purpose. It feels very much like autopilot. It's like you're on autopilot and you want love, affection, attention, and connection, but you're not like doing anything to get it. And it's not about begging or craving. It's just like you're not even stepping yourself into the energy. So let's say you want to date somebody. You're not even trying to date. You're not on dating sites. You're not going to a bar to meet people. You're not asking friends. You're not doing anything, you know, but you're like, oh, well, I like to meet somebody. You know, it's almost like you're not putting yourself on the wavelength for what you want. So let's say you're with a partner and you want your partner to treat you better or talk more or communicate more, but you're not communicating with them. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's like you're shutting yourself down or like closing off. It's like you're in your head and it's causing you to separate yourself. And you're just continuing to do this, thinking that it's going to change something. You know, it's like there's a need for some sort of self-awareness, honestly. Yeah. So this is like, you may be aware of everybody else's actions, but you're not being aware of yours. All right. Let's see, Aquarius. Okay. 4 of Swords. 9 of Coins. 8 of Cups. The Empress. Ace of Wands. 10 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Strength. Justice. Bottom of the deck. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh. Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune talks about it being time for you to break a cycle. So the overall energy is there's something that's happening that you're holding on to because it makes you feel like you think you have control, but it's time to let it go. It's definitely suppressing whatever it is that you want to happen in your relationships. Motivation, happiness, excitement, passion. It's definitely suppressing whatever that is. I see you wanting to get some things off of your mind in September. But the way that you're going about doing it, okay. You want to get some things off of your mind, or you want to open up. It's like you're ready for a relationship to go back to how it was almost. Like it may feel stagnant, it may feel uninspired and all those types of things. But I feel like it's so interesting because the person you're with is like focused on maybe career or money or what they're doing or their future. I don't know, but they're very like settled in their own mind, you know? And it's their way of like escaping the situation so they don't have to like get sad about it, but it's harder for you to do because you're more in your head than your partner is. Yeah, it's like both of you are looking for the other person to take the initiative. Both of you are feeling unhappy, but both of you are unhappy for totally different reasons, and it can be resolved, but nobody wants to compromise. Because the thing is, I feel like you can talk about it. That's not the problem. It's the compromising part that is the issue. So you're not feeling very beautiful. So I feel like you're doing stuff outside of your relationship, or handsome to feel great about yourself. Because there's blocks or there's issues in the relationship, and it's easier to just do something else, like work around the issue. But nothing will ever change this way. And it'll just stay at this unhappy sort of level, or lack of connection. Yeah, it's like this, you're building this. The more and more and more and more it happens. And it becomes less of a burden. Like you're like, well, this is how it always is. So you work on it less and less. Interesting, right? Okay. Some of you are deciding to move on from a person because you want to find new love. Some of you are just trying to rekindle the relationship that you're in. What's interesting is I feel like the person that you're with, Aquarius, or the person that you're talking to, is pretty resilient when it comes to you. And if you talk out this injustice or this issue, you can like rekindle something and make it work. But some of you may just choose that it is this uncomfortable and unfair and just move away from it, you know? It's really about if you're ready to make that sacrifice or not. To like open up and compromise. Yeah, it's really up to you. It's up to you emotionally what it is that you want to do. And if you're ready. But you really need that comfort and that love and like a big hug and support right now. But it is about compromise. It is about working together. Because this honestly, Aquarius, this can go on and on and on and on if you let it. Okay? So I love you. And we're going to go into your spiritual reading. All right, Aquarius, let's get into your spiritual reading for September. Okay, we have shears, garden, and seer. Oh. So this has everything to do with decisions regarding your future and making the best situation for yourself in the future. So it looks to me like things have been going on for quite some time in your life, or there's something that has been going on for quite some time that needs to be cut out. And the reason why it needs to be cut out or needs to be stopped is so you can grow, so you can have abundance. So your future can be one that you can actually create instead of it being manipulated by negative choices, negative decisions, or negative energy in your life. Yeah. So you're in this journey right now in September, Aquarius, to speak up for yourself in a way that is useful to you, you know. Yeah, it's like when you'll see more abundance working with people or opening up to people. Yeah, being friendly, being kind, connections. Yeah, the more you do that, the more everything just starts opening up. Yeah, it's about sacrifice here. Yeah, because you being stubborn or being rigid or being stuck in old ways or old mindsets, that's what's keeping you there. It's impacting your future. I can definitely see it in these cards. It's definitely impacting your future. Let me see what the advice is. Yeah, put an end to the hardships. You don't have to stay in them, right? It's like if something happens and it makes it difficult for you, right? You figure out how to get out of the difficulty, out of what is making you uncomfortable. You don't just let it happen and then just blame the world for it. You know, you move forward. And that's what this is about. It's like, stop working on the things that you want to cut out of your life, or the things that you don't want. Don't keep allowing these things to keep happening. Like, especially when it's in your wheelhouse to make the change. Speak your mind. Live your truth, you know. Encourage positivity. Yeah, the Hangman in reverse is a fear. It's like fear of having a new perspective, or fear of surrendering, but needing to do it for abundance, for growth, for expansion. Your future is impacted here for sure. It's interesting because it's like, intuitively you'll know that you need to open up or you need to do something, but maybe pride holds you back, or fear, something of that nature. So, okay. I love you, Aquarius. I'll talk to you later. See you next month. Bye-bye.